So when I think of the Declaration of Independence being signed more than 250 years ago, the idea that someone who was not born of nobility would consider themselves to be equal with someone born of nobility had never existed before on the planet.
The words are extremely revolutionary, but at the same time, who is the independence for? And who exactly is still fighting for independence?
When those founding fathers invented the concept of the United States of America, they had a dream. There were certain rights that are inalienable, that are supposed to be inalienable. The Dakota have been exiled from this very land for more than 150 years.
We should be very, very proud of our culture, but they did everything they could to make us feel ashamed of who we were.
Chances are the dominant story is the one that will survive. The data set is already skewed in favor of a particular story.
What I intended to do, and I tried to do, was to record the history of our people.
We are facing unprecedented times as Americans. America hasn't had to deal with fascism yet, but we're seeing it happen.
A blueprint has been created. If government fails to provide life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, it is the right of the people to replace the government. The individuals who drafted the Declaration of Independence expected that their children and their children's children would take it upon themselves to make government better.
We need new young leadership coming up. That's my message to the younger people. We need you. Your people need you. Our own governments, we need you. We need you to take our places.
Where people don't have the power of their story, it's hard for them to imagine a different world. When people own their stories, then they can envision something different. They can aspire to something greater. That would be an American experiment that I think we all could get behind.